in their colorful costumes.
பாட்டி, எனக்கும் பரதநாட்டியம் கத்துக்கணும்.
அதுக்கு என்ன, கத்து கொடுத்துட்டா போச்சு.
என் பாட்டி ஆட, என் தாத்தா வாசிக்க.
I was a very good dancer, you know. Ask your father if you want.
உண்மைதான்ப்பா.
சரி சரி பாட்டி. They showed Swamiji on the screen. Can you tell us something more about him?
Now we'll be watching a play that depicts the birth of Ariyasamajam. You all will learn a lot more about him there.
The birth of Ariyasamajam, an English play directed by Kriya Shakti, performed by the students of classes 6 to 10.
Centuries ago, we were blessed with the privilege of capturing on ink the life of a great man who devoted all his times and efforts to lift the veils of blind faith and worship.
Indeed, it seems like an eternity has passed since we immortalized the legacy of a man who sent tremors through land by virtue of his teaching alone.
Did you know that Swami Dayananda was called Mool Shankar in his childhood? He belongs to an affluent Gujarati Brahman family.
A determined young boy was he when he set out on his journey from home at a tender age of 14 years in search of answers following the devastating death of his sister and the uncle.
It was with such questions that he set off on a journey that took him all over the country in search of a guru that could give him the answers.
You called me?
Yes, you have lived with me and learned from me for so many years.
Guruji, it has been an honor to learn from you.
And now you are ready to study further. I have taught you all I know, and now you must seek greater knowledge elsewhere.
Yes, my Guruji, I trust in what you say and shall obey your word.
Let me bestow upon you the name Dayananda Sarasvati as I initiate you into sannyasa.
Pranamacharya. Let me ask them. Pranamacharya. Guruji, can you teach me more about the Shastras?
Shastras? Of course. Here, read this.
Guruji, can you teach me more about the Vedas?
Vedas? 1 second. Here, read this.
This is not what I am looking for, Guruji. Can you teach me more about the Ayurveda?
Ayurvedas? Why not? Here, read this.
This does not answer my questions. I'm still unclear.
Years kept passing by. Swamiji's search for truth was unfulfilled. He wandered about for 17 years until he was finally directed towards Swami Virjanand.
Pranam, you seem to be lost and seeking for something. Tell me, what bothers you?
I'm searching for one true teacher who can help me to see the eternal truth. There is so much to learn, but I'm yet to find a right guru who can guide me in the right direction. Help me, Swamiji.
I've heard about you from many gurus along this path, Dayananji. A student of our caliber can only seek knowledge at one place.
Tell me, O Swami.
There is only one teacher who can fulfill your thirst for knowledge. Go to Madura.
Madura? Who is there?
Swami Virjanand Sarasvati. Seek him out and find your answers.
I must set off that way immediately. Thank you, Swami.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, we were just talking about you.
Swami Virjanand, your presence is an honor. We were just discussing how Dayananda searched tirelessly many years before finding you as his guru.
It makes me happy to see that you realize what a noble soul we have amidst ourselves. Dayananda is a soul of humility and boundless curiosity. From the moment he arrived at this ashram, I recognized his eagerness to learn, his genuine hunger for truth.
What can you tell us about him, Swamiji?
I can only tell you that I know he's destined for great things.
Pranam Swamiji.
Dayanand!
Ji Acharya.
What is this? Have you not cleaned this place properly?
I was just getting to it, Acharya Ji.
This is not acceptable behavior, Dayanand. You should not be treating your duties with such neglect. Is this what you have learned being a Shishya of mine?
I am deeply regretful, Acharya. I take full responsibility for this oversight. I pray for your forgiveness. It pains me to know that my actions have caused inconvenience to my Guru. I will be more mindful of my duties from now on, Acharya. Please forgive me.
This isn't something I need to remind you of, but let us view this experience as a lesson. You should treat all your duties and responsibilities with the utmost care and dedication.
Of course, Acharya.
Swami, we were just observing what happened with Dayananda.
Forgive us if we overstep, but I don't think it was right of you to reprimand him in such a manner.
Dayananda is a sannyasi. He is not a grihast like the rest of us.
I am aware of that, but I am also aware that he is humble enough to treat even such an incident as something to learn from. Do you even know, when I was reprimanding him, his only concern was whether I was alright and unhurt. Such is the mind and heart of selfless Dayananda.
Pranam Swamiji.
Pranam Acharya.
Dayanand?
My My time spent at your divine feet has come to an end, Gurudev. It is time for me to venture out into the world once more. Gurudev, accept this small offering of clothes as my Guru Dakshina and bless me.
Dayanand, I do not need any materialistic offering from you as your Guru Dakshina. What I need is something more important.
Tell me what it is, Guru. I will fulfill it.
I want your life as your Guru Dakshina. I want you to pledge that till you have breath in your body, you will dedicate your life to the spreading of the truth of Vedas throughout the country. I want you to pledge that you will establish the greatness of these Harsha texts in the minds of the people. I want you to condemn the Anarsha literature that teaches false doctrine. I want you to be like the rising sun and rid this land of darkness that has taken hold of the people's mind through blind faiths and untruths. I want you to devote your life to the revival of the Vedas. Can you do this, Dayanand?
Tatastu, Gurudev. So be it.
His studies under Swami Virjanand, Dayanand's earth was aflamed with a promise to rid a land of false belief and blind faith.
And thus, he embarked on a journey that would shape the destiny of countless souls. His travels were filled with discourses, echoed with thunderous refutation of unvedic beliefs.
Sadhus professing false beliefs and practices under the guise of religion.
Fueled by a fierce determination, Dayanandji encamped on those very river banks, a solitary figure in a simple loincloth, ready to face the torrents of ignorance, the sword of truth.
Brothers and sisters of the sacred land, I stand before you to remind that a time has come to denounce the practices that have strayed from the true teachings of the Asian Vedas.
Who's the sannyasi and what is he preaching?
They say he's Swami Dayananda Sarasvati. He is openly challenging our customs and traditions.
Idol worship, pilgrimages, avatars. These practices obscure the purity of our beliefs. We must return to the wisdom of the Vedas, for they are the ultimate source of enlightenment.
Did you hear that? He's speaking against idol worships and avatars. This man is dangerous. He's challenging the very foundations of our beliefs. He must be an atheist.
But his words are powerful. His courage is admirable. Look at him, a solitary figure standing so bravely and firmly, going up against years of practices that has been steeped into ignorance and superstition.
We are descendants of a glorious heritage. It is time we shed the darkness of ignorance and superstition and accept the truth of the Vedas. It is time we cast off the false beliefs that have been holding us back all these years.
To think that he's challenging the orthodoxy right here in the heart of Kumbh Mela in Haridwar, and yet he stands tall in his mission to spark a reformation.
Seekers of truth, come out of the darkness of ignorance. God is formless, God is almighty and has no form. Reaching God is not possible through mere pilgrimage or tilakcha, but rather through pure thought and true contact. Salvation of humans is possible only by traveling on the path of true faith and the Vedic religion. Come, let us go back to the Vedas. Let us go back to the Vedas.
The clarion call of the movement that Swamiji went on to establish on the future.
Swamiji went on to hold many more discourses and sastras with all those who were willing to debate about Vedas. Some embraced his words with curious and transformed minds. Others were enraged at his audacity to question their belief.
It is a path as challenging as it was perilous, fraught with dangers and threatened the very safety of his life. Yes, undeterred, Swami Dayanandji pressed forward.
But even with his fiery speeches and impassioned debates, Swami Dayanandji encountered limits of such endeavors. After a particularly disappointing sastrat at Kasi, he realized something.
He recognized the futility of attempting to reshape the minds of adults through speeches and debates alone. The seed of transformation needed to be planted at the very beginning.
Exactly. If a stable revolution was to take root, Swamiji understood the key lay in shaping young minds, sowing the seeds of good culture and value through education.
a new path presented itself, one where Swami set his eyes on the future generation. With this goal in mind, in September 1870 in Mirzapur, the first Vedic Pachala of many was opened. In time, many more such schools was opened in Kasganj, Chalishar and Kashi.
Swami's dream was that students who passed out of the school would go on to spread the truth of Vedas to rest of the land. His vision was rooted in revival of Vedic culture, and the schools acted as a vessel for their purpose.
Om Agnaye Swaha, Om Indraya Swaha, Om Prajapate Swaha, Om Somaya Swaha.
The provision of free boarding, food, clothing and books demonstrated the dedication to welfare of students. The study of Sanskrit was open to non-Brahmins, showcasing Swami Dayananda's commitment to the egalitarianism.
Alas, despite its noble intentions, the Patshalas faced difficulties and eventually had to be closed. People within the schools themselves found it hard to give up their ignorance and started to badmouth the teachings of Swami.
But Swami Dayananda never gave up on his purpose. He continued to travel through the land by sharing his knowledge with the masses.
As Swamiji's teaching became more and more effective, his followers grew. Upon the request of his followers, he began to think of forming a permanent institution which would carry on his work. And thus, on 10th April 1875, a meeting of Swamiji's followers took place in Bombay, where the first Ariyasamajam was formed.
And over a century later, the Ariyasamajam remains devoted to the motto set by our founder, Krinmanto Vishwamaryam. Let us make this world a noble place to live in.
Secrets of truth come out of the darkness of ignorance. God is formless, God is almighty and has no form. Reaching God is not possible through mere pilgrimage or tilak chap, but rather through pure thought and true contact. Salvation of humans is possible only by traveling on the path of true faith and the Vedic religion. Come, let us go back to the Vedas. Let us go back to the Vedas.
Indeed gave us great insight into the birth and challenges faced behind the formation of the Ariyasamajam. Thanks to the team who worked behind the screens for enlightening us.
When I saw the play, I realized the emphasis that was given to speaking the truth and was recalling the verse from Brihadaranyaka which says, Satyana pramaditavyam, dharmana pramaditavyam.
Hey, I know the meaning of the verse. Do not disregard truth, do not be indifferent to dharma.
Hey Atula, you're speaking so much about the truth. You know what? Jananya has not shown a report card to her father. Only when he was called for the PTA meeting did the truth come out.
தப்பு கண்ணா என்ன மார்க் வாங்கினாலும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வீட்ல சொல்லணும்ல. What? Am I not right?
Yes, Pati.
You can always learn and get better marks the next time.
Okay, Tata.
Now let's get ready to watch a skit by a group of small children who will be highlighting the essence of truth in the program. Truth alone triumphs.